Okay, I'm Sovereign Sage, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through each character's personal inscription and basically telling you what it does. I can't fit every character's personal inscription description in the description because it wouldn't fit. That would probably take me a very long time to do. Um, so I'm gonna just go through and say what they are, because there would be no way I could fit all of that in the description. Maybe I possibly could, but it would just I don't think the description would fit as all of it, because there's some characters who have a really long description that you can kind of see down here. So Kasuga's personal inscription is called the Sword of Bishamonten. Basically what it does is she starts the battle in her Mitsugu Nijikage mode, which is where she kind of glows like rainbows. Basically, I've already done a video covering her moveset in which I showed what that is and what it does. Basically, to give you a short description of her Mitsugu Nijikage, all it does is add rainbow silhouette clones to all of her attacks. So not only does she glow with the rainbow colors when you start a stage, but she also has clones that accompany all of her attacks, kind of like the way Sasuke gets shadow clones that accompany all of his attacks. She gets rainbow clones. So basically, it can be cancelled if you use her third R2. I think it's her third. Or I'm actually, yeah, I think I want to say it is her third. I have it set as her third, but I think you probably get it second. I can't remember the order right now, and I don't really care. So, basically, if you activate it, you can cancel it. So it is canceled. Also, some of her attacks are shortened. The only one that actually is shortened is the Mitsugi Murei Hotaru. That is one of her third R2s, I believe. That's really all it has, and in all honesty, that is really all it does too. It just gives her the rainbow clones, so she has rainbow clones that accompany all of her attacks, and that's really it. And she starts the battle, or starts a stage, in Mitsugi Nijikage mode, or state, and she's like that permanently. So she kind of gets more powerful, or I was gonna say overpowered, but it's not overpowered. I mean, all she gets is rainbow clones, and that's not like super over the top. So, and for Katsuye, so Katsuye Shibata, basically his personal inscription is called 4 layers. So Sessho, which is sheer plane, is if you hold down the square button with him, he'll spin his reverse naginata over his head. And when he does that, he gains charges. So with him, he basically gains, like, his attacks become stronger and they become faster, and they are accompanied by wind, or it seems like they are, because his element is wind. But even if you don't have an element equipped on his weapon, his attacks seem to have wind properties in a way. Like, they're just really fast, and instead of having 1 slash, there will be 3. So, like, if he were to swing it once, instead of seeing 1 green line, you'll see 3. So his attack seems to, like, it just gets stronger and doubles, and all of his attacks kind of change. One of his R1s changes. So basically what that is charging Sessho, it'll go straight to the highest level, which I think is like 3 or 4, and it won't be cancelled even if you get hit, if you take damage. But it will go down normally, because he's one of those characters that has a cooldown. So basically he'll lose charges as you continue to play as him, and there's really nothing you can do about that. You just would have to wait for all 3 or 4 charges to go down, and then just charge it. And if you charge it once, it'll automatically go to the highest level, and if you don't have it, you'll have to hold down the square button until he spins his weapon and he charges like 3 or 4 times. And you have to hold it down the whole time until he's completely charged. But if you have his personal inscription, all you really need to do is spin the weapon once, and it'll go automatically to the highest level. So it's actually kind of neat to have that. I'm kind of thinking of getting it, but we're gonna hold on for a sec. So Ashikaga Yoshiteru. So basically his is Tranquility. Basically what it does, because he's one of those complicated characters in that some of his R2s are really touchy, that are really time based. He has one that will invert the colors and everything will like freeze. That one you have to hit it on a gold. I believe if you hit it on blue, he gets a status effect. And some of his other R2s are like that as well, where you have to hit it correctly at a certain time or land on a certain color, or you will get status effects and you will be impeded and kind of get like punished in a way for not doing it correctly. So the roulette that appears during his Kaitan no To, so with the long press of the 8th of his normal combo, because every character has an 8 button combo, so if you tap like the square button 8 times, it's considered a combo. So at the end of that, if you hold it long at the very end, you will now have an equal distribution of colors, and the rotation speed will slow down. So normally when you hit colors on the rotation on the roulette wheel, he gets different abilities, but with that it slows it down so that you can see where it is. And if he happens to get a negative status effect, it'll disappear more quickly, unlike normally where it lasts a little longer. So I guess it's kind of neat to get his personal description as well. However, I don't know, like his beneficial effects will last longer and the negative ones will fade, but that's only if you really care to use his R2 for the roulette wheel. It's fun to do though. I like how it inverts the colors and slows everything down. I'll be doing a review on his moveset at some point, and then you can see what that is. I might throw what his personal inscription is in there. I usually do. When it comes to movesets, when I cover a character's moveset, I usually always title what the personal inscription is, and I say what it does. Or at least I try to. Maybe I haven't, because I've done these all before and I'm having to do them again, so maybe I'm getting it confused with my PS3 one. But if you want to know what a character's personal inscription actually does, and you want to read it for yourself, just leave a comment asking for a particular character's, I can tell you what the personal inscription is called and what it does, if you want to read a better description instead of me saying it, because I'm really tired right now and probably ain't making a whole lot of sense. It's gonna be 6 in the morning. What am I doing? So, Sengoku. So, his personal inscription is called Vessel Strength. So basically the number of enemies which can be drawn in is doubled, and his range becomes wider, and the duration is extended, and his locked on enemies, so if he's happened to be locked on to somebody, he gets 2+ hits for each character or each enemy that is being held on or locked on to. So basically his locked on enemies will grant a 2+ hit combo rather. He'll get 2 hits, like extra hits plus that, so you can like build a combo with that rather, because there is a trophy to get like a combo going, and he's probably a good character that would be able to do that. I know that didn't really make a whole lot of sense either. Kinda did, and then it kinda didn't. So for Maria's, her personal inscription is called Allure. So basically one of her R2s, the duration is increased. I think it's the stable car one, where she turns her enemies and she kind of rides them around like a sleigh. I think it's that one. The Oshibe Shimobe Kurama. I think it's that one that gets increased. Also, the enemies that change into spinning tops with her triangle, they become stronger and spin faster and hit more enemies and do more damage. And that's pretty much really all it does. It's not like it's super stupid over the top or anything. All her spinning tops get stronger, and one of her R2s is faster and lasts a little longer, I think. I don't know why I went to Mitsunari, because I saw him. Shoot. Well, I'm gonna do Mitsunari. We'll skip Masamune for just a second, because I have them right in the same area, and I know I'm gonna get mixed up. So basically, Mitsunari's is Dark King. So what his does is his skills in his second R2, Zanmetsu, Execution, can be activated quickly, and his, I don't think it's his first, no, second, his second R2, Kyōgōku, Reverence, it can be used with no time limit. Actually, that's his third one, sorry, the one where his eyes turn red and he starts running like a demon. That one lasts longer. And normally when you activate Kyōgōku, it starts off really slow, and you have to build it up by attacking nearby enemies, because he'll start walking slowly, but as you attack, he'll go from like left to right really quickly. And you have to keep on attacking to get the energy to build up, because if you don't keep on attacking, he'll cancel it and kind of roll on the floor. However, if you have his personal inscription equipped, he'll start in the highest level of that, and you don't have to build it up or do anything. It'll just start automatically. I'm not sure if there is a way to cancel it though. I think maybe activating Reverence again will get it to cancel, but don't really hold me to that, because I've never actually tried it, so I don't know for sure. So Masamune's personal inscription is called Six Claws. So basically he starts the battle in his Six Claw state, or War Dance, where he has all 6 of his blades drawn. Nothing really changes, except for you can't guard. You can't block or guard in War Dance state, basically. So even if he gets hit or takes damage, it's not going to cancel. And if you want to cancel it, all you have to do is activate War Dance again, and it'll automatically cancel on its own. So his is okay. Not too bad. That's only if you want to start in that stance. It's all really up to you. It's not like it gets stronger or anything. It is fun to watch though. So for Sakon's, his is called Double Wager, because he's kind of like a gamble character with his Hanafuda cards and the roulette and all that fun stuff. So basically, the duration of all of his R2s, all 3, are extended, and his, I think it's his first R2, Koi will, actually that might be his third. Basically, if you activate it once and you get hit and you dodge, an enemy will slash at one of the Hanafuda cards, and when they do that, normally he gains a status buff. However, you can see down there where it says once. If you activate it once, it'll go to the 3rd power. It's what it says down there near the 1 and the 3. So in addition to using Koi once, it'll take it to the 3rd level. And you can see it in green, where that in green right there, it says Koi Ka. So we'll take it to 1st level, and level will go to 3. So that's fun, because he does get a status ailment. If you use the Hanafuda cards with Koi, normally you would have to have an enemy hit one of the Hanafuda cards 3 times before you would get completely powered up. However, if he puts the cards around him in a circle, and then you gotta let go of the R2 button as an enemy is attacking you, and he'll dodge to the left or the right. I think it's to the right. He'll dodge to one side, and they'll slash at the card, and he basically gets the effect or status ailment of what that card is supposed to be. But only if your enemy successfully slashes at the card. But now, if they hit it once, you'll get all, like, 3 to the 3rd power, all benefits. You don't have to sit there and do it 3 times. You'll get it all out automatically. So that's neat. So for Yukimura's, his is called Hot Blooded. So basically, as I was trying to say in my other video, he starts up in one of his 3.2s called Fired Up, or I think it's Naketsu Daifunka actually. So he starts in that level, and he starts with that. So it won't be cancelled even by taking damage, and you can cancel it by activating it again. So basically he starts glowing with like fire, which kind of is funny, because if you have his personal element, which is fire, and you have that equipped to the weapon, he'll just glow completely. I think he glows entirely in fire. So even if you have his personal inscription or not, because if you put an element on a character's weapon, that weapon will glow with that element, so it's even more so. I think I will do videos talking about these when I cover him, because I haven't covered Yukimura yet on the PS4 version. I haven't showed off his movesets yet, so I can't actually show you what that looks like. Hopefully that made sense. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the things I'm saying aren't making a whole lot of sense, probably partially due to the fact that I am tired. But yeah, basically, like I'm just saying, he has fire already, but he'll be glowing completely in fire. Super Saiyan. Okay. So the next one is Ieyasu's. So Ieyasu's is Light of the East. All it does is allow him to start in his hooded mode, where he has his hood on. That's literally all it does. It does nothing else but that. You would think with the type of character he is, it would make like some of his attacks strong, or the Tokugawa Might one of his R2s, where he forms his crest underneath him and releases it with like light. You would think one of those would get stronger, but it doesn't. All it does is allow him to start in his hood, because normally that's a taunt. You have to hit the taunt button and he'll put his hood on, but now with the personal inscription, he'll start like that automatically. It's like a small little thing. It's not like it's super major. So Naotора's now. So Naotора's is called Respect Women, and all it does is it deals double damage towards male characters, and then it does half damage against female characters. So funny thing about this inscription is it's supposed to do double damage to females. I mean double damage to males and half damage to females. However, if you attack Kenshin with this personal inscription on her weapon, she will do half damage to him, and he's supposed to be a man. That's why some people get that theory that Kenshin's actually a woman, which is stupid. He is voiced by a girl, Paku Rami, Rami Paku. But even so, people believe that because her inscription works against him and he's a man and she does half damage to him, that he's actually a woman. Like, what the okay, it's kind of negotiable, but like what the shit? Like, I don't even know how to react to that. When somebody was trying to tell me, well, what if Kenshin's actually a woman? I was like, I can't see it. I just can't. So the next character is Shikenosuke Yamanaka. So his is Deer God. And what that does is Oya-san, which is the deer, will start in powered up mode, and it won't be cancelled, and all of Shikenosuke's attack power is increased without his armor, because in powered up mode, the armor that he normally wears gets put onto the deer, and he's like defenseless. You can't use his mallets to fight either. He fights with like a little bell that he has tied to his waist. It's literally like two bells on a cord. And he's basically bare-fisted at that point. But however, if you have this inscription, it kind of makes him stronger in a way, and Oya-san will become stronger as well. And you can even play as a deer for a little bit if you use Aitsuga Bokude, or Bokuha, yeah. So it's Bokude Bokuha. But yeah, that one, it says that in green right there. It's taking me forever to translate that, because it's Aitsuga Bokude Bokuha. So in green, that's what that says. And you can play as the deer if you activate that, or if you use that. Like, what the and then Matabei. Matabei is fun. Matabei is cool. Oh my god, son. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm gonna have to get going. So let's see here. Matabei's is called Grudge Blade. Basically, all of his attacks will become critical hits while his weapon is in the air after you throw it. Because it kind of there's a move with him where you can throw his weapon, and he kind of becomes defenseless as well. And he can use his hands, and he does like claw motions like a freak. Um, Link's a super freak. No, so however, his weapon does have critical hit status. He can critical hit anybody. He can even possibly insta-kill somebody with that because it's critical hit. However, he takes 1 point more damage. So you take 1.5 damage, more damage than you normally would. So his damage gets increased and you can probably insta-die from that. I know I would because I'm playing on him, with him. Like if I were to go on heaven difficulty, he's a character that I haven't maxed out. He's like level, like was it like 60 something? So he would die. Boy would be dead. I would use that if he's like level 999, then use that. Unless you're like somebody who's really good at that, then that would probably be the time you would use that. So Keiji's is called Kabuki, which is obvious. So basically the input time for one of his, I'm not sure if it's an A2 or one of his basic standard attacks. You can see it all in green there. I like how it's koi yet again. Basically, it's koi no kakehiki or hitomobore. And koi no kakehiki will start from the... His is so confusing. It will start from the first step of the previous used move. In addition, taunting attracts nearby enemies that will break into a dance, which is funny because you can taunt enemies and make them dance. It does not work on main characters though. I'm pretty sure it does not. Pretty sure it does not. You can see where there's a break in it. So the second green one, that one is koi no kakehiki. But the first one where where there's two separate green letters, that's where it breaks, because it becomes koi no kakehiki again, and then there's a break, and then it ties, because that one ties into koi no hitomobore. So it cuts. Or hitomobore is actually separate from the first one, but they tie into each other. That's why I said it's hard to explain it correctly. That's why I was like, that one will start from the first step of the previous use move. So if you use koi no kakehiki, then hitomobore will start the same way that one does. And I think you can chain it. It's really hard to freaking explain. So I'm I'm gonna stop trying to. Because it's not making a whole lot of fucking sense. Kojūrō's though. Kojūrō Katakura. He's cool. He's so cool. So his is humanity and justice. He turns into a psycho, literally. So his third R2, I believe, it's Gokusatsu mode. And all of his attacks will change in Gokusatsu. So basically, he runs and drags his sword on the ground like a psycho. And he does a lot of wild, strong swings and kicks. And he gets one strand of his hair that hangs down in front of his face like he's a psycho killer. And he becomes stronger, but also more freaking on drugs. So basically he starts in that mode, and it won't be cancelled. However, it is possible to cancel it if you use Mugetsu Gokusatsu, which is that move, the A2. So if you use it again, it'll cancel that for you, and you don't have to stay in Super Psycho mode unless you like that, or whatever. I actually do like that mode, because the way he runs while dragging the sword on the ground, and it leaves like this spark effect, and I'm like, ooh, creeper. Alright, let's see. Like murder. Can you imagine being down a long dark hallway and seeing that sprint at you? I'd be like, nope. Nope. Okay. So Nobunaga Oda's is Great Demon. So basically the power of Hametsu no Shoto is strengthened and Nobunaga's movement speed is increased. However, the time limit and the health drain effects are removed. It's similar to Tenkai's. Tenkai and Nobunaga have these R2s that if they're activated, they will slowly lose life. However, if you equipped their personal inscription, it'll get rid of that negative status effect for you, and it'll be gone. You don't have to worry about your life being drained anymore. So, ow. That's cool. Ow, 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 ow. I don't know why I keep doing that. So, the next character is Matsunaga Hide. He's so cool. Oh, he's so cool. So, his is Blazing Treasure. As I said earlier, he starts in Homurai mode, and it won't be cancelled unless you activate Homurai again, which is one of his third R2s. So, basically, the screen will get like fire around it on the bottom, on the left and the right, and in the middle. it'll look like the bottoms of their screen is on fire. I don't know if it actually increases any of his attacks, though. I couldn't really say if it does or it doesn't. I don't think it does. But just fire for days. Fire for days, yo. That just, yeah. So, the next character is Hideyoshi Toyotomi. Oh my god. I never really used him, honestly. But I'm gonna go ahead and cover him because I'm covering everybody. So his is called Conqueror King. Basically, one of his grab attacks can be chained together 10 times in a row. And if you use the same technique repetitively, or if you use the Chimi Naraku, it can trigger a finisher and you can insta-kill someone with that. I believe that's what that's supposed to be saying there. You can even see where the 10 is down there, right above the green. So you can chain it 10 times. And Chimi Naraku is one of his third R2s, I believe. Either that or I'm on drugs, which I'm pretty sure I'm not. So the next character is a lovely, lovely person. I like him a lot. Hanbei Takenaka. Oh, I love Hanbei. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, so Hanbei's is called Wise One. So basically, Ikari wo Komote is his third R2 where he draws darkness from within himself. I like, that's hot. So basically he starts glowing pink, like a pinkish purple, and I don't even know if his attacks change or if they get stronger, because I do have that on one of his weapons. I have it. But I can't remember if it makes anything stronger or not. All it is he just encases himself in darkness, and that's basically all it is. But however, it can be cancelled again if you activate Ikai Wakamate. But that is one of his third R2s. Because normally when you would activate that, if he took damage, it would cancel automatically. However, if you have a personal inscription on his weapon, he'll not only start in that state, but it will not cancel. If he gets hit, it will not cancel, as normally it would. So I think that's neat, the fact that you can become a Dark Prince and not give a shit about anything. That's what we all hope for, innit? So the next character is Nagamasa. Nagamasa Azai. He's cool, I guess. So Justice-Clad is the name of his personal inscription. You can see it there in the blue hiragana or katakana. The blue characters. It's highlighted in blue. The Japanese 2 letters, or they're called characters. It's in blue. It says Justice-Clad. So basically, the charge time of Riryoku, it's Riryoku Shoko, is shortened. Basically, that's his full throttle justice mode where he glows completely red. So that lasts longer, and the timing window for you can power up instantly with the button presses with the light, because he's all of like fucking Kamen Rider with his fancy moves and poses. Oh my god. If you time it correctly though with the personal inscription, because normally if you activate that, you have to wait for it to charge 3 times, because it charges up the sword first, then it charges up the shield, and then it charges up him where he'll glow completely red. Because if it charges up the sword first, the sword will glow like a bright white, and it'll look like it gets longer, and then his shield will get like another shield around it that glows red. And if you activate it the 3rd time, then he'll glow completely red. So basically the timing window it's increased and it's doubled. It lasts longer, 2 times longer than it normally would. So Riryoku Soko, he even says it. Soko is justice. It's Soko, like he's always screaming that shit. Just be dead in the night and you hear that, I'd be like, the what? So the next character is his wife, Oichi-sama. So basically hers is Demon Hands. So one of her R2s, Hibiki no Ota, will actually last longer as long as the miasma doesn't dissipate. So I think that's her third one where she puts both her arms up in the air, and then her dark hands kind of come in and out and attack in random intervals in different places. They just slash all around her as you're moving, and even as you're attacking, you can still attack while having that go on in the background, and it does not cancel at all. However, it does normally only last a short interval. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. However, if you do have her personal inscription equipped, it'll cause it to last longer. If it's the one I'm thinking of, if I have it correct. Part of me kind of feels like maybe I don't. I'm pretty sure that is the one I'm thinking of, though. It's one of those. The next character, I believe, is Motochika. Motochika Chōsokabe. So his is Demon Big Brother. So basically, with him, the net that is created with the Shibaku, it'll gain thorns. I think that's his R1. Normally he would stab his weapon into the ground, and a net will appear around you or around enemies, and they would like struggle to get out. And then you can hit them. They would be trapped. However, with his personal inscription, the net will gain thorns on it, and which will also damage the enemies. So you can catch them with that and just stand there and watch, and they'll be damaged as they move around. The net will have thorns all over it, and they will continuously take damage, and you can even attack them while that's doing that, and they'll even double damage. Also, some characters that you couldn't catch before can now be caught, because there's certain main characters that you could not catch with that attack. They were just uncatchable. However, now you can catch them. Except for characters like Soren and Tadakatsu, I don't think they could be caught still. Maybe they can. I'm pretty sure they're big characters with giant hitboxes, so I don't know how you would be able to hit them. I'm not saying it's not possible, it just seems ridiculous. So Motonari Mori, I like him a lot too. So Motonari is called Scheming God. Basically, he cannot be staggered when attacking or setting up traps, and the duration of his traps lasts longer. You can see what a little 2 is. That means 2 to last longer, so like Kato it. So anyway, I'm not gonna even bother. So normally when you would set up traps with him with like R1, if he got hit or attacked, it would like cancel it automatically. But now he can take hits and get damage while he's setting up a trap, and it won't be interrupted like it used to be. So that's cool, I guess, if you're into that. So Shingen's is called God of Battle. Basically, the charge time of all of his skills and specials is halved. In addition, the duration of his Furin Kazan mode or state is doubled. He'll last in that state longer than he normally would. So I don't play as him, but like I said, I am covering everybody, rather if I play as them or not, because half these characters I don't play as. Yeah, I really don't. Sasuke, though, I like Sasuke. He's cool. So basically, Sasuke's personal inscription is called Phantom Ninja. So Sasuke can summon shadow clones when jumping, dashing, or evading. So if you happen to roll forward, he'll get 2 shadow clones, one on his left and one on his right, I believe, or I think, that will accompany his attacks. So if you happen to dash, or if a character attacks you and you block and go to the left or the right, they'll be hit by one of his shadow clones, and they do damage. So that's like over the top. It's really not. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I fucking said that. Anyway, so Kenshin's is God of War, Bishamonten. Now basically God of War. So basically the duration of his God region status is extended, and Kenshin's movement speed will be increased during God reign status, and all of his attacks will gain ice properties. So if you his personal element, his element is ice. But if you don't got an elemental weapon, or if you don't got the inscription for the element equipped, it basically in his God region status mode, all of his attacks will then have ice abilities, or if you hit somebody, it'll have ice effect to it when it normally wouldn't. So even if you don't have his personal inscription equipped, it will be as if though you do. So that's fun. That's fun. So the next character is Toshiri Maeda. Oh boy. So Toshiri is called Full Stomach. Funny. So Tsushide starts the battle in a strengthened state as though he has used one of his R2s, which is called Meshi no Kaneki. So basically, he'll start super strengthened, and I think all of his attacks do deal damage. They do double damage. I could be wrong on that. Maybe. So his wife, Matsu, hers is called Guardian of the Home, and she fights with animals like wolves and a bird and a bear. Basically, all of those animals, their attacks will deal double damage. So, she's one hell of a ringleader. Wouldn't want to be in the middle of that circus. Oh no. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Alright, so the next character is Yoshitsugu Otani. So basically, his personal inscription is called Prime Star. So the duration of Hoshi Hajime and the speed that it spreads is increased. Also, the firing speed of his Ugatsu no Hachiyo is improved. In addition, though, using Chikaruna Soibo no longer depletes his HP. He's another character whose R2 attack will drain the shit out of his life. However, that's been removed now. So all of the text that's in green. So the first one is Hoshi Hajime. Then the second one is Ugatsu no Hachiyo. And then the third one is Chikaruna Soiba. So all of those are in the green text. Everybody in the green. Freaking feel I'm losing my mind, you know what I mean. Okay. So the next character is Yoshiaki Mogami. He's kind of okay. I thought he's more like a character that's kind of there for comedic meaning. He's funny. He's not somebody I would particularly super use all the time, but he is funny though. I liked his English voice in Samurai Heroes. It was funny. He's like, Masamune, my boy, look at me. He's kind of like the Yuan Shao of this universe. That's what he is. He's the Yuan Shao of this world. So, his personal inscription is called Resting Fox. So his taunting becomes playing dead, and during that time, his HP and Basara gauge are instantly refilled. However, if his HP and Basara are normal, or like if they're full up, his taunting will be normal instead. So normally, say if you're about to die, and you've already used your Basara attack, if you taunt with him and you have the personal inscription Resting Fox, his life gauge and Basara gauge will be instantly refilled. So I guess that's more of a mode or a move you would use when you know you're gonna die. It's kind of like a get out of jail free card. It'll save you. Again, I haven't actually played as him a lot though. He is fun to play as. He's funny, but he's not somebody I would particularly super use all the time either. So the next character is, I think it's Tadakatsu, yeah? Yeah, so Tadakatsu Honda, woo! So his personal inscription is called Strongest. So his time limits are removed from his R2 specials, and in addition, his HP is no longer depleted in his Dengi Keitai electromagnetic mode. So he's another one of those characters who will lose life if you activated a certain R2 special skill. So if you activate Dengi Keitai, which means electromagnetic mode, his life won't drain anymore. So, I mean, I guess that's cool. He's not somebody I ever play as or would ever play as. So, but for people who do though, that's what his does. So the next character is Magoichi Saika, or Sayaka is her real name, but Magoichi. So Magoichi's is called Raven. I thought her symbol was supposed to be a three-legged crow called the Yatagarasu. Am I freaking losing my mind? It's Raven. Okay. Unless I'm translating it wrong. Because I could have sworn her crest was a three-legged crow, not a raven. Am I losing it? I thought the Yatagarashi was a crow. Whatever. Anyway, her magnum shots become rockets. Ooh. And the range of the shotgun is extended, and the machine gun increases her hit count. In addition, though, the number of grenades and her Karan Hirandaku, or fire bullet waxwing, is increased. Yeah, so Karan is fire bullet and Hirandaku is waxwing. So basically her number of grenades that you can throw becomes more, and her magnum shots, instead of shooting like regular bullets, she will now shoot rockets because she's psycho. Girl be crazy. Girl be crazy. So Otohime's is not Otohime, sorry, I'm thinking of another character. Tsuruhime. Tsuruhime, her personal inscription is called Oracle. So her Morio no Ya won't be cancelled unless she takes damage or gets on a horse or mounts a horse. So Morio no Ya, I believe, is the one where she puts the arrows around her and they kind of spin around her. I use that one all the time. I believe that was her first R2 attack. I'm getting it mixed up with Naruto Ya, because I use that one all the time too. Oh my god. But basically that's what that one does. The side of my head itched for a damn second. It was weird. So the next character is Hideaki Kobayakawa, and basically his is called Gourmet. So his HP can be recovered with Mogu Mogu Kingo, and in addition, eating while already at full HP will guarantee high quality food. I don't even know what that even supposed to fucking mean. Basically, if you use one of his R2s, now Mogu Mogu Kingo, he will recover life. But I thought he could already do that though. Like, what the f... So the next character is Tenkai Mitsuhide, unless Mitsuhide... No, Mitsuhide is different. No, is it? No, I don't even know. Anyway, his is called Merciful Eye. So Tenkai will no longer stagger if he's attacked while using his Koketsu Teki Kyoshu. And his HP absorption is doubled, so he can take in more life. What the shit? In addition, his Basara and style gauges will fail, and once his intoxication level has reached maximum, its duration is extended. Yeah, I stuttered on that symbol there. It's Kokotsu Teki Kyoshu. I don't know why I thought it was more complicated than that. I was looking at it like... I was like, where's the split? Because normally when I say these Japanese names, I try to find breaks in it to help me say it easier. And sometimes I can't find the break. And I'm like, what the f... Alright, so Kanbei Kuroda. So his translates, his personal inscription is rolling around. So his skills involving turning have increased number of rotations. And the final step of his Hanyaku Mawari won't cause him to get dizzied, because normally it would and you couldn't move him. And his bombs will be placed during evade, so if you evade, a bomb will show up, because that's physical, right? His Wazawai Tenjite won't be cancelled even if he's crashing into a wall. I believe that's the one where he turns into a human cannonball or a spinning ball. Yeah, Wazawai Tenjite. And then Hanyaku Mawari. So that's what that does. It's kind of weird though. You put bombs where he evades. I don't really remember that being a thing. Okay then. Soren Ultima. So his is Believer. So Soren is able to use all of his abilities of his followers in response of their type, however. He does take 3 times more damage, and the time limit is removed from his So Anata no Omokage. I think that's his 3rd R2 or 2nd. What the f... So yeah, So Anata no Omokage. So I'm a little confused by this one though, where he will gain the abilities of all of his followers, because you can actually use these bearded angels to possess nearby enemies. And I don't think it means main enemies. I think it means like little mini soldiers. That's where I'm getting confused. And he can supposedly use whatever their power happens to be, because I don't think you can catch a main character with that. I do not think that is a damn thing at all. But whatever. So Mune Shige Tachibana. He's funny. So Raikiri is the name of his personal inscription. So he starts the battle in his electrified mode, and it won't be cancelled, and guarding can become possible, because normally he's like Masamune in War Dance. You can't guard with that. However, with Muneshige's personal inscription, with his electrified mode, he can guard. However, with Masamune, though, I do believe he still cannot. Masamune just is not different here. However, in addition, though, his certain skills are taunting. Lightning will appear around him. So if you have Raikiri as his personal inscription and you taunt, lightning will appear around him, where normally it wouldn't. So the next character is Yoshihiro Shimazu, and his personal inscription is called Jigen. Yigen or Jigen. So Yoshihiro's R2 abilities can be triggered more quickly, and his movement speed is increased while he's using the Jigen Ryu Tenrai, his first R2 skills, the first one. So Jigen Ryu Tenrai will allow him to, I guess, move faster while using it. I think he was slowed down originally. I don't play as him, so I can't really tell you if it was slow or not. I don't know. That's what it says, though. It says that it increases the movement speed. So the next character, and I think he's the final one. So Kotarō Fūma, he's cool, huh? So his is called Gale. So his aerial attack grants 3+ hit count, and all become critical hits. And if you taunt with his personal inscription, if you taunt, he will create tornadoes around himself where he normally wouldn't. You can see down there where it says grant 3+ hits. So his 3 hit count, when it will all become critical hits. However, Daga, his he takes, so that's great. He can release tornadoes. Fantastic. I was thinking of getting, I don't know if I want to get who I want to get, because I can get one. I can get somebody's. So I have Kasuga's, I have Tsuruhime's, I have Hanbei's. I think I even have Naotora's. But that's pretty much what all of their personal inscriptions do. It's a basic rundown anyway, breakdown of what they do. I don't know if I'm going to show them, because I am doing cover modes for these characters where I show off their moves. So I would probably wait until I have their personal inscriptions, because normally when I would do movesets, for some of the characters, I wouldn't actually have their personal inscriptions unlocked yet. So that's kind of why I decided to just do this video saying what they all do, because it's going to take me too long to unlock them all myself. Unlocking inscriptions takes a while, because you need, oh, there's my sweet trophy. You need 5,000 Koban coins to even unlock one of their personal inscriptions. It takes a really long time to be able to actually unlock that successfully. And you have to get Koban coins from fighting in many other stages. And sometimes that could take a while to do. And that's why I haven't really been able to show them off. Even when I do a character's moveset and I do cover it, I can't show what that move is or what that personal inscription looks like, because I simply just don't have enough Koban coins to have it unlocked to even show what that is. I wonder if there's a short stage I can load up real quick so I can at least show what theirs looks like. Because I've already covered Kasuga in another moveset video, and I'm not going to redo it to show what her personal inscription does. But hers is a sort of Bishamonten, and she starts in Mitsuga Nijikage, which is what that is right there. She's glowing with like the pink, blue, and the yellow, and the green. So basically, all of her attacks will get rainbow clones. So if I were to go like this, you can see there's clones all the way around on either side. And then they fly off. So this is her personal inscription. Her personal inscription does not get a clone, but all of her other attacks like this, she gets clones, because when she goes under the ground, she has a clone that dances above the ground. So normally she wouldn't have that. If you didn't have her personal inscription, normally she wouldn't have this clone nonsense. There's clones on all the other 3 points in front of her and in the center. And then when you finish it, like 3 or 4 clones get sent off. So, and then if you do this, she'll send 3 clones at a time, where normally you would have to keep pushing this. You would have to keep pushing the square button, or one of the triangle, I think, yeah, you would have to keep pushing it to get more clones. As you can see there, she gets clones that accompany her, and the 2 ones that finish up there actually do hit your enemy also. So normally she wouldn't do this, but with her personal inscription, she just gets clones that accompany most of her attacks. I wouldn't say all, just most. And with Katsuie, so as I was saying with his, with Sessho, Sheer Plane, if you hold down square, it goes straight to the highest level. You can see the blades, there's 4 of them that are spinning around. So this is the highest level he can go to, and basically he does become faster, and all of his attacks get like these slashes. That's what I was trying to say. And his R1 changes if I do it on the ground. So that's what it normally looks like. It would normally look like this. However, if you charge Sessho and then you use his R1, it changes and becomes this. So a lot of his attacks change based on his personal inscription, and if you charge it, he gets super double slash speeds, and you can see the green slashes around him. However, it still does go down. If I have him stand in place, you can see the wave that's going down around him, and it looks like green, like a mist. So if I'm gonna get him closer to the wall so you can see it a little better, because that made no damn sense. So if I charge it again, he'll glow green, and then it's at the highest, and if I let it go and then you just watch him, he'll get like this greenness around him from where you see there it was, where it's powering down. Yeah, there it goes again. And it goes down by 3 levels. Think 1 more maybe? No, it is 3. However, he does have the wind around his weapon because I have his element equipped, and his element is wind, so that's why I have the wind effect around the blades. That's what that is. That's not part of his personal inscription, so don't get confused. That is an element inscription that you could put on the weapon, so don't get confused. And Kasuga's is light. Her element is light, so that's why she got like that sparkle bullshit. That's what that is. She's kind of like Motonari. Motonari's element is light also. So that's what their personal inscriptions do. I could cover everybody's, but like I said, I do moveset covers, and that's when I show that off. So that's why my moveset videos are delayed, and why I haven't really been doing them is because I want to be able to show everything I can for a character, and I can't do that if I don't even have the personal inscriptions, because I normally just show basic attacks and basic moves, but it would be nice to show what the personal inscription does also. But it takes forever to get that, because you need 5,000 Koban coins, and you have to play on the same stages repetitively, or hit the roulette, these, to be able to get that. Let's have Katsuie hit it. He hit that from there? It's insane. He's like, you can't run away from me. I'm the Windmaster. I'm always faster. What am I saying? So if I slow down time here and attack these, these are the Koban coins. I can even activate Agiga Basara to help me get more of the coins. So Agiga Basara is if both of your characters' Basara gauges are glowing red and you hit the circle button to activate it, you can activate this, and both the characters will do like a fancy move. However, both of you will lose your Basara gauges in the process. And then you get like official Basara E artwork images. Hers was roses and his was a pot spilling water, or an urn cutter. That's what it was. So that's what those do. It's real simple, really. It's not like it's super ultra complicated or anything. That's really what oh, I thought that thing was floating. Ugh, gonna make me lose my mind. That's what they do. I can't really show off everybody's personal inscription. Katsuie, will you slow down? He's so fast. I can't show what everybody's does, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So again, I'm Sovereign Sage. Thanks for watching if you did. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sound back on, and then I'll be calling it this. Oh, there's that roulette I was talking about. So that right there is his R2, and it's super cool. He can summon lightning, fire, or ice. Or I think he even throws a dragon at you at one point with that. No, Kasuga! I've been fried! She just will watch me die. They're not doing that. We are not doing that. Please. Yeah, I'm a dick. Who to say? Okay. We are going now. Oh my god! No. Be like, Azai, I just told him to shut up. I feel bad about it. Okay. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god. Power of the wind, of the moon, of the sun. What the hell? I seem to get this one. Did I get you? Do I have you? No. Right in the dick. I got you. Edge of death, oh my god. The way she does that slide. No, stop. Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it? Oh my fucking god. Which makes it more disturbing, like that theory where people would think Kenshin's a woman. Oh, no, my mind. Please. Oh, good. I didn't even get a lot of Kobayakawa coins for that. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Why is it always? Why isn't it ever? Why is it never? Alright. These. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Da 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 da. Okay. Bling. Bling blong and Ashikaga. I can't level anyone cause my points are too low. Blind. So basically that's that, I guess. So thanks for watching if you did. I'm Shikin Seiji, your Sovereign Sage. Oh my god.